I used to film these kinds of videos all the time last year, and they were basically collection videos because my project planning last year was out of control. I think at one point I was doing 12 projects a month, which is just insanity. Like, don't do that. So this year I thought, you know what, it'd be interesting to do one of these videos again, just to see how things have changed. As I said, last year, way too much, way too many things. I was project panning pretty much everything in my collection, but I've got some things in front of me now. I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts on the amount of products that are in front of me, but I'm going to go through every single product that I'm currently project panning. Now, I'm not including my 100 products I want to finish this year project, because that's kind of like a vague project. And I'm also not going to be including things that I'm kind of casually panning on the side, because I do have a few lip products that I'm kind of casually using to finish, but they're not officially in projects, if that makes sense. So these are just things that are officially in monthly updated projects. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe, because if you want to see me finish these things, then you've got to like and subscribe. I think about 60 to 70% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, and we're trying so hard to hit 6k, and if everyone subscribed, then we could hit 6k and it would just make my year. So that would be amazing if you could hit the subscribe button. If you like this eye look, I used the Botanical palette today, and this is actually a member exclusive palette bingo. So if you wanted to see how I did this look, how I challenged myself a little bit, then definitely join our channel membership as well. You get invited into an exclusive group chat, you get exclusive videos, and it's such a fun time. So if you would like to do that, then definitely join us there as well. So as always, I'm going to go through the order that you do your face. So starting with primer, foundation, concealer, you get the drill, and I'm going to share some thoughts. How do I feel about these products being in projects? Like, what's the dealio? What's the sitch? You're gonna know. You're gonna know very, very soon. So the first product that I have to talk about is the Vive primer. This I don't like. This is in Project 10 uses, and I said last update in Project 10 uses, if I still don't like this, I'm going to be rolling it out, because my big overarching theme for project panning this year is no hate panning. Last year I hate panned so much, and if you don't know what hate panning is, basically it's when I force myself to finish a product that I don't want to finish, that I don't like, and I'm just forcing myself to use it to finish it. I'm not doing that this year. I love project panning this year. I did do a whole Get Ready With Me talking about the difference in project panning this year versus last year. If you were interested in that, I'll link it up in the cards. I did a super cool eye look, but I'm not forcing myself to do that this year. So I'm pretty sure this month this will be rolled out of Project 10 uses. I just don't enjoy primers. I have very, very dry skin. So as long as I moisturize decently, I'm fine. Like, there's nothing really that this does. This gives me a little bit of an illumination, but I like a full coverage foundation. So as soon as I put foundation on, that's gone anyway. So there's really no point to this. I'm just using it to use it, and I'm not vibing with it. And that's okay. You don't have to vibe with absolutely everything. That's fine. But I just really don't want to force myself to use it. So I'm pretty sure this will be rolling out very soon. Speaking of, my IRL filter foundation, I can make this work, but do I want to like make my products work? You know, I'd rather just put on a foundation that works for me. This is so thick. It is so thick. And like I said before, I have very dry skin. So maybe if you have oily skin, when your natural oils come through, it'll kind of like settle this down a bit. My natural oils, like, we do not see them. We do not see them. So this just stays thick and cakey on my face all day. It gives me fine lines that I never even knew were there. I have discovered that if I mix it in with this is the Beauty Crop Glow Milk Bronzed. Not a very bronze shade, it's just like my skin tone. If I mix these two together, they work very well. However, they're still not great. Like, I'd still rather just use a different foundation, you know? So the reason I put this in Project 10 uses is to kind of get an understanding of it. That's what I love Project 10 uses for. Putting a product in there just to kind of see how I feel about it, kind of get a good understanding of it. And I have got a very good understanding of this. negatively, in a negative way. I don't like it. So yeah, this is probably going to be rolled out next month or this month as well, because I'm not feeling it. And that's okay. Sticking with Project 10 uses, I'm seeing a bit of a theme with foundations. Like, I've got a lot of foundations that I'm currently panning. I need to calm down on that one. This is my Essence Fresh and Fit, and I recently bought this for my full face testing essence. If you missed that, again, I'll link it up in the cards. It was a super, super fun video. I really, really like this. Considering this is such a cheap foundation, this has niacinamide in it as well. The coverage isn't incredible. Like, I would like a little bit of a boost, especially now. My skin, I don't know if you can see because I like double concealed today. I don't know what is wrong with my skin right now. It is like day 3 for me right now. Girlies, if you know, you know. But my skin is never this bad. I've got, hopefully you're not going to be able to see it, I've got something happening around here, little side note. It is literally a mound. It's a bright red mound. It doesn't have a head on it or anything like that. It's just a painful red mound, and it hurts so bad. So going back to the video, this, not the best coverage, but if you conceal before or after, you're fine. Or if you're having a good skin day, can't relate, but like, you're also fine. I do really, really like this. This is a new product, so that is why it's in Project 10 uses, and I've been really, really loving it. If you can believe it, we've got 2 more foundations. I don't know what, I don't know. But next is the Urban Decay Hydromania. I've used this a few times since rolling it into my rolling project pan. So my rolling project pan is more like long-term finishing products, not necessarily kind of, oh, I'll dip into this, that, and the other. If it's in my rolling project pan, it's gonna be finished. This has barely any product left. I rolled it in last month because there was nothing really left in it. Oh my God, I'm throwing things. I'm so clumsy today. I don't know why, but it's fine. Did I need to buy it? No, not really. It's fine. As I said before, I'm a full coverage girl. This is not. This is a very natural, light coverage, you know, chilled out kind of vibe. I'm mixing this with my Uoma foundation. This is not currently in a project pan, it's just in my everyday makeup drawer, because this is way too dark, this is way too light, this is way too low coverage, this is like very high coverage, so they go together very, very well. But I'm very sure I'll have this done very, very soon, because like even feeling it, there's like nothing left in here. So hopefully this will be an empty this month. I think I'm going to focus on this in the next like few weeks to just really get it done and make sure that it is done. Now, the final foundation. I don't know what I was thinking rolling in this many foundations, but this is my Anastasia foundation. I won't go on the whole rant. Oh, it's having a good day today. The cap stayed in one piece. But I mean, it leaks, it's disgusting. It is what I'm wearing today. This is the foundation I wear most days. I'd say like 90% of the time I do my makeup, I'm wearing this. I really love the product. It's just the packaging. Packaging is abysmal. So I won't go on this rant again because I know some of you are sat there thinking like, girl, shut up about this damn foundation. Really nice product. That's all I can say. For the price, I'm going on this rant. I need to stop myself. I keep saying I'm not going to go on this rant and then I just go on the rant. But this is in my rolling project pan. This is to finish. You can see we're all the way down to this like burgundy line. So who knows, maybe like 2 foundations are going to be finished very soon, which will be great because I have brought in a lot of foundation this month or over the past few months. So having another foundation empty would be great. And also this is like a really expensive product as well. So having it out would be amazing as well. So really, really happy with my progress on this. This has been in my rolling project pan for a good few months now. So hopefully soon we can have this done and that would be amazing. So I've been filming for nearly 10 minutes and we're just in foundations. But good news is there is no concealers that I'm currently panning, which I think I need to find a bit of a balance. You know, I think I need to like kick out a few foundations and bring in a few concealers because that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, but that's what I love about these kinds of videos. I can really see the gaps in my little project panning inventory. you know? So now let's talk about powders. So technically I am panning the Trigwell loose powder, but that's technically not in a project pan. It's just something that I'm casually panning. So the only powder that is in a dedicated project pan is my SheGlam powder. This is the Insta Ready. Now the loose powder has already been completely finished by me. There is like the tiniest little bit, but I just can't get that out. So I'm counting that as an empty. That was emptied a while ago. But this is the press side that I'm using every single day when I do my face. And this is in my rolling project pan to completely finish up. I want it gone because then that is 2 products gone. This tiny bit of product is like taunting me right now. But like that's all that's in there and I just can't get it out. So I'm going to cover that up. Look, this is what we're panning. We've got a massive pan in here, which is great. I am a little bit nervous because it seems to be going quite slowly, but nothing can be as slow as my Too Faced Born This Way powder that I was panning last year. So we're fine. This is a nice powder, it's fine. Again, I'm not the best person when it comes to powder reviewing because like I don't have natural oil. My natural oil has gone somewhere. So I can't really speak for the mattifying effect of powders because like my skin is just like dry all the time. So who knows? But I use it. It seems to work for me and that's all I can say. I don't really support SheGlam anymore because, I don't know, Shein, they're very, very unethical. They use like sweatshops and things like that. And obviously SheGlam is the beauty side of Shein, so how ethical is it really? We don't really know. It's technically cruelty free, but we'll see. I'm not going to say anything else, but I don't really support that brand anymore. So when I get this finished, it's kind of like a double whammy. I've got an empty and I finished something that I no longer support. So hallelujah there. So now we're on to cheek products, which is really, really exciting. I mean, we're edging closer to the eyeshadow part of this video, and even though I've cut back on so many projects, this eyeshadow pile is still way too big. But we're not talking about eyeshadows yet. I'm going to take a swig of iced coffee and then we're going to get further into this video. So the only product that I'm panning that's not in my Pan That face palette cheek wise is this. This is my Girl Cult Mood Blush and it's like a black, but it's so nice. I have a thing with cream products. I really don't like cream products. However, someone did comment, and honestly, you're a lifesaver. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. Someone did comment and say, this almost performs like a powder because I hate the whole routine of having to do your cheek products before you powder your face because I'm just in such a routine that I powder my face and then I think, oh, I've got a cream product to use. Can't use it anymore. This works on top of powder and I love that. Since figuring that out, I've been using this so much. I hate the fact that like this really cute embossing is going away because like that hurts my soul. But I really, really like this. It's kind of like a mulberry kind of colour. You can kind of see that. I did a very, very light swatch because I just don't want to ruin it. It's so nice. But I really, really enjoy this now that I can use it on top of powder. And I mean, this packaging is gorgeous. Like, are you kidding me? Normally I don't really talk about packaging, but I mean, it's so nice. It's so luxe. This thing is a bit annoying when it comes to storage, but I mean, I'll let it off because it's such an interesting blush. And I really like these things. I like gimmicky things that actually work, you know? Gimmicky things that are just like boring and horrible and gunky. No, this is like a fun, practical gimmicky. And I love that so much. So I'm really enjoying this. This is in Project 10 uses. So very, very chill. Very, very like no commitment really. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. And I've just remembered I have another blush that I do not have with me. So let me run and grab that. Okay, so here I have a Franken blush that I'm actually... I'm going to take a deep breath before I say this. I'm trying to finish. This is, I think, like 5 half shades of my Modern Renaissance. And now I feel like with the Modern Renaissance, you can't say it 3 times in a row, you know, or otherwise it'll come back to haunt you. That was my Pan That palette for last year and I hated it. If you were here through last year's panning journey, you will know it was just, I should have just ended that project in February. Like, I should have just ended it. Instead, I just forced myself to keep going, and shocker, we had like no progress in that whole project pretty much throughout the year. So this is like the remainder of my Pan That palette. This is the remainder of Modern Renaissance. It's a very similar shade to that Girl Cult one. It's kind of like a mulberry bricky kind of shade. However, because this is eyeshadow, it's very, very pigmented and it's very kind of firmly pressed. So I would be shocked if we even hit pan on this year, to be honest. It is in my rolling project pan. The goal is to finish. I really don't think we will get there. I would love to finish this because that means I have finished the whole of Modern Renaissance. I have not decluttered anything. I have completely used it all up from start to finish, and that would be such an achievement. But I mean, it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride, especially because I do have a blush in my Pan That face palette as well that I'm trying to finish this year. So I mean, you know, some people did say that I can mix the two blushes together, maybe get some use on both of them every day. I'm definitely going to try and do that. But this, I'm just kind of, it's here for the ride. To be honest, it's just here for the ride. It's kind of like tagging on at the back, you know. I'm not really expecting much from this. I'm enjoying it. It's nice. Now that I'm not using these as eyeshadows, hallelujah. It's a nice colour. It's a nice blush, but I'm not expecting greatness with this, to be honest. I'm really not expecting this to be done anytime soon. And speaking of blushes, my Pan That face palette blush is my Milani Luminoso. So my Pan That face palette is actually 3 singles this year, and I decided to do that because I realised that my singles were actually being neglected because I was focusing so much on face palettes for project panning. This year I've decided, you know what, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Now, I'm not actually going to open these products because my Pan That face palette update is coming live pretty soon, and we have made amazing progress on these things. So my Milani Luminoso, very classic shade. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing all my Pan That face palette products today. Very classic, very everyday. I'm really, really happy with the progress that I've made on this. I think it looks amazing, and I'm really, really excited to keep going. Something that I've said before is throughout my Pan That face palette and my normal Pan That palette, which we'll get to in a bit, I'm not bored yet at all. I'm not like hating them, which is great because this time last year I definitely was hating all of the things I was panning. I just wanted to be done with all of them already, but this year is so different. I'm so happy this year with all of my products, and this is just going to keep going. I'm getting good progress on it, and yeah, definitely like and subscribe because Pan That face palette is coming very, very soon. You do not want to miss it. Really good progress, like I said. I'm very, very proud of the progress that I've made this year and this month, so Milani Luminoso. I've had that for so long as well, so it would be really nice to get it out. With my Pan That face palette products, they're all very old products that I've had for years, so it would be really, really nice to get them done. The highlight is my Ofra Glazed Donut. It's getting a little bit dirty because it's been out and about. I'll give you like a half view. Like, that's the shade. It's just a really, really pale white highlight. I have it on today very lightly. It's a really beautiful highlight. I love the 2016 makeup trends. I still love them. A beaming, blinding highlight. Sign me up. I've been using this pretty much every single day as well, on my cheeks, in my inner corner, just absolutely everywhere. I've been absolutely loving it still. The pan on this is crazy. The pan on this is huge, let me tell you that. Some people in my Pan That face palette comments, half of the people were saying that I will be able to get this done by the end of the year, and then half the people were saying that I wouldn't, so it'd be really interesting to see if this is still going by the end of the year. I think this is the product that, if anything, this is going to be like still kicking. But we'll see, I'm working really hard on it, and I'm really proud of the progress that I've made on it, but yeah, I can see this maybe clinging on for dear life by December, but hopefully not. And even if it is, that's fine. That's fine. I might actually mix this in with the remaining highlight from my Zoeva palette from last year. There's like a slither of that left, so I might like just mix them in together and then work on finishing those next year. So then that's 2 highlights done. That could be a really, really good time. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. And then the bronzer, little sneak peek there. I've done so well on this. This is going to be done very soon. I think in the next like 4 months maybe, this is going to be gone. This is my Ofra format bronzer. It is clinging on with some duct tape right now because the packaging broke. But this is one of those products that I've been wanting to finish for so long and I just haven't got round to it. So this year when I figured out that I was going to be doing singles for Pan That Face palette, this was like a no-brainer. I had to use this. I had to put this in the project because I knew that this was so close to having Pan on it at the start of the year. And I mean, just looking at the progress since the start of the year is absolutely amazing. So if you want to see what this looks like in depth compared to last month, stay tuned because it's so exciting. But yeah, these are my Pan That Face palette products. Very, very happy with all of them. Still not bored with any of them, which makes a great change from last year. Let me tell you. Okay, now I have a big pile of eyeshadow palettes. Oh dear. I think I'm going to make a rule going forward that the only eyeshadows that I can pan are in Pan Those Eyeshadows or Pan That palette. Because I don't know why I keep rolling eyeshadow. I do know why. It's because I love eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow so much and I want to pan it. But I can't pan it because I'm panning like 50 eyeshadows and it's a mess. So let's start with some singles. So this is the KVD Dazzle Stick, and this is in the shade Flash Storm, and it is such a nice taupe to blue kind of shade, and it goes really, really well with my Pan That palette that we will talk about later on. I'm hoping to actually get this rolled out of my Project 10 uses this month, because I have recently hit pan in a shimmer shade in my Pan That palette that I was kind of using instead of this. So now that that shade's hit pan on, I feel like I can work on this a little bit more. So maybe I'm just going to hyper focus on this for the next few days and get it rolled out of my Project 10 uses, because then that's another eyeshadow cut. And I'm not going to roll another eyeshadow in. I'm not going to do it. I have 3 eyeshadows in my Project 10 uses right now. And 0 concealers in anything. So like, Caitlin, stop it. It's a beautiful shade. Normally I'm not into cream shadows or like shadow sticks or anything like that. I saw this and I was like, oh baby, that is beautiful. And it's like a taupe to blue, which is my like dream color story. I love this so much. I'm really, really happy to be using it. But I mean, maybe don't roll it into a project. Maybe don't do that. Because I am feeling the pressure with eyeshadows, definitely. So this is the first single eyeshadow that we have. The second is Colourpop Ice Dream. This is really beautiful. It is a purpley blue pink duochrome. So stunning. Goes with my Pan That palette again so well. And it's just so beautiful. It's really dry right now. I need to put some Inglot Duraline on it. But so pretty. I did roll this into Project 10 uses last month, I think. I've not used it at all though, because I'm just so overwhelmed with eyeshadow. I need to cut back. I need to stop it. This does have a pan on it, and this is in my 100 products I want to finish this year. And that's why I rolled it into the project, to try and get some use on it. But I mean, my intentions were good. But I mean, I can't keep rolling in eyeshadows. I love this shade so much. It's such a beautiful shade. I want to finish it, but I need to calm down. I need to calm down with that. Another single eyeshadow that we have in Project 10 uses. Oh my goodness, it never ends. This is Cosmic Dream from the Pastel Roses. And I've used this quite a few times, to be honest. It goes really, really well with some of the other shades that I'm panning. So my Pan That palette, it goes really well with. And then also a Pan Those eyeshadow shade that we'll talk about in a minute. It goes really, really well with that as well. So I have been using this a lot. And I mean, I love it so much. I love it. That is what it looks like. It's like a purple with a slight taupe like undertone. Really, really beautiful, really, really intense and sparkly and stunning and beautiful. I absolutely love it. But again, I need to stop rolling eyeshadows into every project because I'm getting overwhelmed. So even though it's beautiful, maybe not a great idea to do that. maybe not. Next I have my Shall We Deathless Spirit palette. So if you're a member, you will know that I have started doing a member exclusive project pan, and that is pan in every palette. And I am working for my first palette on this. I am working on this shade Worship, which is the yellow. And we do have a little bit of a dip in here actually, which I'm really, really excited about. And I just love this palette so much. It's such a nice palette. It's such an underrated palette as well. It's just mwah, chef's kiss. This whole colour story is great. I went through a phase of wearing chartreuse all the time last year, and now that the sun's out a little bit, I thought, you know what? Let's do it again. Let's go through this chartreuse phase again, because it's just so pretty and I just absolutely love chartreuse so much, and this quality is amazing. So I'm really, really excited about this. I am a little bit stressed right now just because, again, I have 3 bonus eyeshadows that I shouldn't actually be panning in projects. So this, like, it has taken a little bit of a step back because of Eye Stream, KVD, and then the Pastel Roses shade as well. So once they're out of projects, this will have a little bit more time to shine, I'm sure. So I'm not too stressed about it, but I'm not like overwhelmed about it either. Once the 10 uses eyeshadows are out, I'll be a lot better. I'll feel a lot better about this. Okay, pan that palette. This is That's Taupe with a few Blue Moon shades thrown in there as well. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm loving this. I have said so many times how baffled I am that I actually like this still, because this time last year, like I said, with Modern Renaissance, I wanted to cry. I was doing my makeup every day and I was like, no, no, I don't want to do it. This I love. I use these 3 shades all the time. These are my like go-to shades right now. You can probably tell because they've all got pans in them. I'm trying to finish Pebble Beach, which I love. Like, I love Pebble Beach so much. I'm trying to hit pan on Boa right now. I'm just trying to expand some pans and see what I get up to, see what I do, see how I feel. But I've just been loving it, and even the progress of this palette since the start of the year is giving me such a boost and giving me such motivation with this, because I mean, it's just so stunning. So, little sneak peek. I didn't update this too long ago. There is a little bit of progress in this, but not a whole ton. And I love this so much. I definitely need to use the blues a little bit more because the blues are definitely quite neglected. But I mean, I think that's a given. Blues are just a little bit more difficult to use and to wear, but that's absolutely fine. I've just been loving this so much and I'm so excited to keep using it. I'm really hoping that we can get a good few empty shades by the end of the year. That would be incredible. That would be amazing. I don't know though. I think Pebble Beach will be gone, definitely. I think Snake Eyes will be gone, definitely. I don't really know any more about that. I'm hoping that Boa can be gone, but I mean, you can see the dip in it. This is over 100 uses for this shade. So I don't know, you'll have to subscribe and you'll have to follow me to see. This is updated the 1st of every month. So definitely stay tuned for this because I'm really, really excited about this. Moving on to Pan Those Eyeshadows now. Now I'm not going to open these palettes just because Pan Those Eyeshadows is coming live pretty soon. It's normally around the 18th of every month. So I've got like a week left. But I just, I want to keep some suspense. So the first one is the Silvery Bliss palette from Odin's Eye. I do have a deep grey shade in here. And I've been using this just as like a liner shade every day, just to kind of line my eyes. It's a really, really easy, basic thing to do. And it's get some use on this as well. This is a pretty new palette, so I was a little bit scared when this got rolled into Pan Those Eyeshadows. But I've really been enjoying it. I want to try and incorporate in Pan Those Eyeshadows almost like a no pan left behind, but then I also don't want to feel like super overwhelmed. Maybe if like every month I try and do a look with this palette as a whole, just because I feel like sometimes with Pan Those Eyeshadows I get use on the focus shade and then I just neglect the rest of the palette. So I feel like I really do want to use everything and make sure everything is used and everything is loved and not just that one shade. I feel like it's very, very easy to get so hyper focused on your focus shades and then forget about the rest of the palette. So I don't know, maybe I will take this home because today is Monday. I work in the office Tuesday, Wednesday. So maybe I'll take this home over the next 2 days and get some use on it. That could be really, really fun. Do some like officey looks. I don't know. The thing is, little side note, every single time I pack a makeup bag to either go to the office or go teaching, I always pack this palette. So I think I need to learn to like use other palettes, because this is like a go-to. This is just my easy everyday. I think I need to maybe take some Those eyeshadows home as well and try and spread the love a little bit, because as much as I love this and I love the progress that I've made, Those eyeshadows have been a little bit neglected this year just because I'm loving that taupe so much. And I don't know, I'm in two minds, because I love that taupe, but also I want to love some other things as well, you know. So I think I will take this home today and do like a officey look, maybe a little bit more dramatic, but my office are like really, really chill with makeup, so I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here. Next we have my focus palette for Those eyeshadows. This is the Book of Magic, and this is like a hand-chosen palette. So every month I will hand choose a shade to work on in this palette and hopefully try and hit pan on. Stan's very excited about that, as you can hear. This has been so neglected this month, I'm not even gonna lie. This has been really, I don't think I've used this once this month, which is not good. That's not good. But I am like slowly but surely working on it. I'm just using other things, I think. I'm just kind of playing around, using whatever. And I'm not too mad about that, to be honest, because like I said, project panning isn't the focus of this year. Like hate panning and forcing myself to use things, that is not the vibe of this year. If I'm just not like vibing with it, that's fine. I'm just not vibing with it. It's fine, it's cool. No need to get too deep about it. Maybe I'll change my focus shade this month. I'm not too sure. I've still got a few, like a week or something left of this, so maybe I can make some groundbreaking progress in a week, but I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for Those eyeshadows to see that, because that's a little bit disappointing. But that's okay. As I said, I need to get rid of these single eyeshadows because they are taking over my life. And next I have two shades in my Norvina Volume 6 palette in my Those eyeshadows. One of them is a teal and one of them is a purple. And I'm looking at them, there's like brush marks in there. There's not really much progress, to be honest. One of the purple shades I use with that Pastel Roses shimmer all the time. I absolutely love that. And then the teal I do use with the teal in here, which is my focus shade. And I've really been liking that as well. It's just a nice kind of look that I do. But again, not brilliant progress. I think I need to make Those eyeshadows a bit of a focus just over the next few weeks, just so that I have something to update you guys on, because it is getting a little bit worrying. Not going to lie. I don't know what it is. Those eyeshadows the past few months, to be honest, just like haven't been much of a priority. I think it's because I'm just loving my That palette too much, to be honest. And I'm like in that, I was going to say in that rut of doing the same look over and over again, but is it a rut if you're enjoying it? I don't know. I've just been loving my everyday look so much that is all I've been doing. And I'm liking it. I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing. So you'll be happy to know that they are the only eyeshadows that I'm project panning right now. If I ever roll in an eyeshadow to a non-eyeshadow project, please yell at me in the comments. I know some of you did. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we need to get them out. So an eyeliner that I'm panning, this is the Mitchell Make a Mark in the shade Seafoam. It's just like a green eyeliner. I'm not keen on this either. It just runs out. It's one of those felt tip applicators. It's just quite dry. I prefer brush tip applicators because they don't seem to run out as quickly. This one is fine. It's okay. It's nothing like groundbreaking. I'm not a massive fan of it, to be honest. So this is very, very short and sweet. It's fine. I'm not loving life. It's quite a difficult shade to use as well. I've used it with like cool tone taupes quite often. Like that's been quite nice. But other than that, I am struggling a little bit to use that. And then I have a few lip products to talk about. So my everyday like lip combo is what I'm wearing today. And I'm going to talk about that now. So the lip liner is the NYX Line Loud Global Citizen. This is in my rolling project pan. You can see it needs to be sharpened like ASAP because it is, yeah, it's, what's the word? What's the opposite of sharp? Dull? No. flat. I just have like a weird mind blank then. It's really, really flat. Yeah, it needs to be sharpened. I love this thing so much. I love brownie nude lips. My absolute favourite thing in the world. So that is the lip liner I've been using every single day. And I feel like lips are similar to eyeshadows. I have my go-to lip combo and I've been using it every single day because I just love it so much. I don't know what it is. I've never been that kind of person, but I've just been loving my everyday lip combo and I've been using nothing else. Then I use Parker on the lips. This is a lip product that I have had in my collection for years and I cannot believe that I never use this. This is it all the way rolled up. So you can see we've not actually got that much left of it and this actually scares me. I'm not gonna lie, this scares me because I love this thing so much. I can't believe I've had this in my collection for years and I've just not used it. How? Because I love, look at my lips. I love it so much. So this is Colourpop Parker. I'm wanting to finish this. I probably will finish this very, very soon because like I said, I've been using pretty much nothing else. And then as part of my everyday lip look, I have been using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. So even though that is in my 100 products I want to finish this year, it's not actually in a dedicated project pan. And I don't think I'll put it in one because I'm just using it naturally all the time. So I think that's just how I'm gonna be finishing that. I don't feel the need to put it in a project, but these three, technically NYX Butter Gloss, have been my just go-to every single day lip combo and I've been absolutely loving life. So because I've been doing those all the time, this has not got a look in. This is my Glossy Glaze from Essence, and even though I love this product, it's such a nice product, I've just been in the habit of doing my other combo. This is in my Project 10 Uses. I think it was rolled in maybe last month. It's not been in for long at all, but again, it's one of those really brown nudes, so hopefully once Parker is like on its last legs, this can kind of come in and replace it a little bit. This is more of a new product to me. Again, that full face of Essence. I discovered some absolute drugstore gems and I've been so excited to use them, but I mean, old habits die hard, you know. And finally, I have a lip balm. This is the Kay Voss lip balm. It's the Macaroon lip balm. How many times can I say lip balm? Oh my god. And I love this thing so much. You can see I've used a hell of a lot of it. I've hit the bottom of the jar. And this is in a Project 10 Uses. I think it's Project 10 Uses. But I take this home and I use this every single night and I will probably have this done very, very soon. It would not surprise me in the slightest if it is done within the next few months because I love this so much. It is so like thick and moisturizing, but not like goopy. Just one of the best lip balms I've ever tried. Really, really love that. Oh my goodness me, we are done. This is all the products I am panning this year, or like this time of the year. There's a lot of products here. I cannot believe that last year we pretty much doubled what this video was, and I'm shocked at that. I don't know how I did that in the slightest, but yeah, I feel overwhelmed a little bit just looking at the products here. I think I could shift, like the foundation situation is a little bit crazy considering that we're panning no concealers. You know, I think I could kind of balance things out a little bit better. The eyeshadows in the Project 10 Uses, I have 3 eyeshadows. Even though it is just 10 uses, it's still like a lot. So I think I could shift things around a little bit easier and a little bit more strategically, but that's what this video has taught me. So it's a good job I did this video. Let me know what you're project panning down below. Have you got any empties? Have you got any pans this month? I love hearing your progress. If you have not already, do not forget to like and subscribe because you don't want to miss the progress on all of these things. But with that being said, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you today. Have an incredible day and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.